He's an Atlanta sports legend, and now Chipper Jones is a member of the Baseball Hall of Fame. As many as 50,000 people were in Cooperstown, New York, as Chipper and 5 others received the game's highest honor. And Good Day's Ron Gant, who was Chipper's teammate back in 1993, joins us from Cooperstown with more. Ron, good morning.
Buck, good morning. What an incredible weekend it's been here in Cooperstown, New York, in front of the Baseball Hall of Fame here. Again, Chipper Jones now officially a Hall of Famer. Now, the big story of the weekend was, were we going to be able to hear that speech from Chipper for his induction into the Hall of Fame? Because we all know his wife Taylor is expecting and is actually due today. So we weren't sure if we were going to hear that speech. Taylor hung in there, and we did hear the speech, and this is what he had to say in particular.
40 years and some major imperfections in me along the way to find my true perfection. You will always be the queen of my castle, and I will spend the rest of my life trying to be the king of yours.
Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones is now a Hall of Famer, the former Atlanta Brave with a long list of thank yous as he delivered his emotional speech in front of more than 50,000 people in Cooperstown on Sunday.
Mom, Dad, you are the single biggest reason why I'm on this stage. In fact, you're all my reasons.
Also high on his list, fellow Hall of Famers Bobby Cox, John Schuerholz, and his teammates John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, and Greg Maddux.
Bobby, next to my parents, you had the biggest influence on my career of anybody. John, thank you for giving me the opportunity to play my entire career in one uniform. Greg Maddux was to me the greatest pitcher of our era. Tom Glavine, there's nobody more fitting to have on the mound for our crowning moment in 1995 than him. And contrary to what you hear, Glav does smile every once in a while. Look, take a picture. You might not see it again. And then there's John Smoltz. Smoltz. There's nobody we want to have the ball in a big game more than Smoltzy. The brighter the lights, the better John Smoltz was.
But before Chipper stepped away from the podium, he had one last thank you to the fans who supported him through his 19-year career with the Braves.
You cheered me on through the career highs. You stuck by me through life's lows. I will never forget that. You're the reason I never wanted to play anywhere else. I couldn't be prouder to go into the Hall of Fame today with an Atlanta A on my cap. I love you guys. Thank you.
Wow, just an unbelievable day here in Cooperstown. Chipper Jones officially now a Hall of Famer. He talked about all his former teammates and the guys that are in the Hall with him, especially all the Braves, including John Schuerholz and Bobby Cox. He also said, you know, we may soon see Andruw Jones in the Hall of Fame, so we might be back here in a couple years. But just an incredible weekend. Braves country represented well here. They were really loud yesterday. I got a lot of good video of them really doing the tomahawk chop and all that good stuff. So it's just been a fun weekend, and to see Chipper actually officially be inducted into the Hall of Fame is a special feeling for me because I did get a chance to play with him. So Buck and Elise, just amazing what has happened and taken place this weekend.
So cool to see.
Yeah, no doubt. And Ron, I want to ask you this as a former Brave. It was such a long time, a long drought of Braves players going into the Hall of Fame. Now we're talking about Glavine, Maddux, Smoltz, then Bobby Cox, John Schuerholz, and now Chipper Jones. As a former Brave, tell me about just the Braves feel that must be in Cooperstown, New York right now. It's like Atlanta Braves North.
Oh, yeah, it was. Chipper called it Braves Country North, and that's exactly what it was yesterday. I mean, it was just, we were walking up and down the streets all weekend, and all you saw was number 10 jerseys with that tomahawk on the front, man. It's just amazing how some of these people drove from Atlanta. I met a lot of different people. I signed a lot of autographs for people. They were from all over the world, but definitely from Atlanta. There was a lot of Braves fans here, so Braves Country came out strong.
Second biggest crowd in Hall of Fame history.
Really
it's
cool.
Impressive.
Now we got to get Andruw Jones in there, right?
That's true.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron. 7:08
yes,
now.
absolutely.
Fans who were at yesterday's Braves game at SunTrust Park nearly witnessed